Hey guys, it's Jolanta from Soullight Space. Welcome to my channel. I'm a Western astrologer, and in this video we're gonna be talking about Saturn in Aries, a transit that will affect every single one of you, especially in your Aries house and placements. Also, if you have cardinal placements, they will be especially affected. So Cancer, Libra, Aries, and Capricorn, especially if you have something in the beginning of the sign, you're gonna feel Saturn influence very strongly in 2025. But in general, all of you have Aries house somewhere in your chart, and this area of your life represented by Aries house will be under Saturn influence for the next 2.5, almost 3 years. So this transit is starting on May 24th, 2025, and we're gonna have just like a trailer, little appetizer of this transit, because then Saturn will move back to Pisces on September 1st, 2025 for the final stay in Pisces, for the final karmic closure, final karmic endings and purification of this Pisces energy, and then it's gonna return back to Aries next year in 2026, exactly on February 13th, one day before Valentine's. Saturn moving back to Aries, and it's gonna also meet there with Neptune, because if you have seen my Neptune in Aries video, you know that we have already Neptune being in Aries from March 30, 2025. And Neptune will be in those first months of Saturn being in Aries together there with Saturnian energy, right? In general, Neptune is a very long-term transit. The Neptune will be in Aries till 2039. So if you want to know how your Aries house and the area of your life represented by Aries in your chart, how this will be affected by those two planets, it's recommendable to watch both of my videos, Neptune in Aries and this one. Video to Neptune in Aries is in the description down below. You can click the link and see especially warnings about Neptune, because that's a very tricky planet. It can bring some illusion, lies, manipulation, deception, confusion, addictions, difficult energies to your Aries house. So please watch that video as well. Of course, Neptune has also good side like spirituality, dreams, unconditional love, compassion. So it's all about knowing this planet and choosing the bright side of this vibration. So that's the first thing I would like you to know, that there is not only Saturn being in Aries, there is also Neptune being in Aries. So we can't see really Saturn energy without thinking about that Neptune is also there. So they are creating energy combo, especially as they're gonna also unite, right? The first conjunction of Neptune and Saturn is this year in July, and the next one will be in 2026 in February. They're gonna meet in the very beginning of the zodiac, of the whole zodiac wheel, Aries 0 degrees in February 2026. So this is a very crucial transit to watch for. I feel like the whole world will go through some huge change. This feels like a very, very new beginning, new order in the world, new structures, dissolving of the previous world and building new structures in the whole global dynamic. And you will also feel it on a personal level in your Aries area of the chart, right? So think about this in the long term, guys, that this transit stays with us this year for a couple of months, but in general, Saturn in Aries will be with us till April 12, 2028. So this is the time when this transit is operating, also quite long term. It's not gonna disappear just like that. We can think about almost 3 years of our life dealing with this energy. So it's worth to know what this energy may want from us. And of course, it's worth to know where is this happening in your chart. So I will later also create a prediction for all the 12 signs, and you can find timestamps in the description box down below. But please watch the entire video, because I will be not repeating the same stuff from intro into every single sign horoscope. So you need to combine introduction about the general meaning of Saturn in Aries together with the description of your Aries house, where this transit will be taking place for you in the next 3 years. So first of all, let's understand Saturn. I think that's the most hated planet in astrology, maybe together with Pluto. And that's because I think when I ask myself why people don't like Saturn, it's because Saturn is demanding. It's wanting something from us. It's not letting us rest and stay lazy, stay where we are without improvements. This energy wants maturation. It wants integrity. It wants you to follow certain rules. It wants you to create structure, boundaries in your life. It wants you to become more adult. So if you've been skipping some karmic lessons, then Saturn is demanding you to stop doing that. If you have any addictions, bad habits, procrastination, if you are not really responsible, Saturn will show you that during his transit, and it might feel quite hard, quite harsh, quite cold, because this planet is quite merciless. It's not here to nurture us, to give us love, safety, and coziness. Saturn is here to show you what is not working in your life. It's giving you the reality check. And with this information from Saturn, then you are able to upgrade. And I promise you that if you will be working with this energy in 2028, you will have your Aries energy, Aries house, also cardinal placements, cardinal houses, right? Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. These houses also will be polished like a diamond. That's what Saturn is doing, but you need to accept the cycle, you need to accept the lesson, and you need to just be open to learn, open to upgrade. You need to be more ambitious. You need to focus on long-term results of this energy. It's gonna require patience. It's gonna test you. It's gonna give you some challenges. It will not be the energy of getting fast towards what you want to have. It's gonna be about this determination, resistance, waiting through delays, waiting through processes, building something from the scratch slowly. It's gonna take some time, because Saturn wants this dream, this goal, this desire that you have to be very strong, to have a strong foundation, to be tangible, material, and to be solid, to be something that will last for a long, long time. Sometimes Saturn gives results for 30 years, because that's the length of the cycle of Saturn, almost 30 years, 29. So as this is happening in the first sign of the zodiac, Aries, we might be starting to build something that have the potential to be very long lasting, even 30 years or even more. We might build some legacy out of this transit, because this is the first sign of astrology. Aries is the springtime, the first seed, the foundation of what is coming next. So the more work you're gonna pour into your new projects, yes, Aries is something new, so new identity. Aries is I am. It's the definition of who you are. It's your individuality. So many of you might be rebuilding yourself. A part of you will be dissolving with Neptune, disappearing. It's not serving anymore. It's not who you are anymore. And now you're gonna be recreating yourself. New roles in your life, new ways of relating, new values, new dreams, new passions, new desires, new jobs, new place of living. There will be a lot of new energy starting for all of us in 2025-26. I think more about 26 because 25 is just like this pre-start. You can observe what will be going on in your life from the end of May. So June, July, August, those are those months where we can see both Neptune and Saturn in Aries operating, collaborating together. The planet of our dreams, Neptune, and the planet of tangible results and hard work, Saturn. So I do see that there is a potential of this combination for us to make our dreams come true, to plant this first seed for those dreams and visions, desires, aspirations, and goals. But again, don't rush. It's gonna take some time. Saturn doesn't feel well in Aries because Aries is super quick, impulsive, spontaneous. It's doing things without thinking. It's operating on this very primal, childish energy. And then Saturn is very adult. It's operating like an old, responsible person. Saturn needs to have a plan. Saturn needs to take things slow, with cautious. First you need to study something. First you need to go for some formalities. You need to maybe go for some long process of, you know, achieving what you want to achieve. With Saturn, things takes time. Saturn is the planet of time and karma, so it's teaching us that good things in life take time. So your goals will also be tested, and you might sometimes feel like it's taking too long. I will never get there. I quit. You might feel like you want to quit with this energy, but I insist, please stay on your path, because this is the test of Saturn. If you're gonna stay through challenges and obstacles in 2028, you will see that it was worth it. You will see some tangible results. You will see growth of yourself. You will see that you are in a better place, that you have upgraded, and that whatever you started in 2025 and you kept pushing, you've been working so hard, you didn't let any obstacle remove you from your path towards this goal, then you're gonna feel this satisfaction, and you will feel that I am successful now. I made it. I'm more wise now. I learned so much. I feel much more disciplined and responsible about this area of my life now. So it's a lot about that. It's about evolution and growth and improvement with Saturn. So we need to focus on that. What is helping with Saturn transit is focusing on this April 2028, thinking that this month and after, I will start to see results of all this work I'm doing. So think about that. This will be your final exam, and just like at school, you need to learn in advance to pass the exam. This is exactly the same thing, right? So coming back to Saturn, a part of this good side of Saturn, which can bring us this structure, maturity, integrity, order, discipline. You might expect that your Aries house will become more disciplined, which again, I told you that Saturn doesn't feel well in Aries because the sign doesn't really have qualities of Saturn, but at the same time, the potential here is that these two very different energies blending, they're gonna learn from each other. Aries, this very impulsive, quick sign, can learn the wisdom of patience and the wisdom of planning, of rethinking before you are starting something, of not jumping into something risky too fast. With Saturn, you will be a little bit more careful and cautious, and you will think about this karmic result that you're gonna build out of your actions. So we might become a little bit more careful, and we might have better results thanks to that. And then on the other hand, Saturn, so strict, so serious, so careful, and sometimes, you know, Saturn has those restrictions and rules. It's like the self-regulation energy. Saturn can learn from Aries to take a little bit more risks, to not be so rigid, to not be that all the time, limiting yourself, controlling yourself. Saturn can let go a little bit of this control and learn from Aries that life is all about adventure. It's about risks. It's about not knowing really what will be exactly the result of what I'm doing today. I might have this idea, but it might end up in a very different ending than I thought. So I feel like at the same time, Saturn in Aries has this potential to some sort of balance here, and definitely Aries needs a little bit of Saturn. Aries is like a child, and Saturn is like a parent or authority figure, teacher. So sometimes a little bit of regulation from the above is helping the child to find the right path, and this will be what this Saturn in Aries might be representing. And now the bad side of Saturn, the one that possibly causes that not many people like this planet, is that it will face you with your fears. In Aries, it will be facing you with your lack of courage, lack of initiative, lack of decisiveness, fears of the new, fears of change, fears of doing things alone, things of being alone, things of starting from the scratch again. So this can be activated, but we also have Chiron in Aries, so Chiron, wounded healer, is helping us as well with this, to heal those insecurities, complexes, this feeling of, there's too much competition, I'm not good enough, I will never make it, all those low self-esteem issues. So we have this help from Chiron as well. Also, Saturn might be quite judgmental and criticizing you. So if you're operating with your Aries energy, for example, the way how you start new things, right? Or the way how you fight for what you want, the way how you take action, yes, Mars energy, the way how you go through conflicts, and the way how you start new, initiate, take risks. If something there, according to Saturn, the planet of this judgment, it's not operating well for you, Saturn sees that there is higher potential in you than this, you will feel it, and it might cause for a while like you feel low about yourself, you feel like, yeah, you failed, maybe you can be looking at yourself from the past and seeing some mistakes that you did on the way. Maybe you were too blunt, maybe you said something that hurt another person, maybe you've been too violent, aggressive, instead of just being assertive. Maybe you had your boundaries, you were setting your boundaries in too harsh way, or the opposite. Maybe there's some need to improve this boundary settings, right? So bad side of Saturn also can be that as you will get this judgment and self-critical energy, reality check, you will just see with a pragmatic eye some restrictions of yourself, restrictions of reality that you live in. So some of your goals, wishes, dreams might go for this restriction. Like, now you might feel like not everything is possible, not everything you want to do can be done because of different circumstances or limitations of even us as being humans. We also are limited. So there might be some depressive mood in your Aries house in the beginning, especially. We might feel lonely, we might feel some cold, harsh energy, merciless. Those obstacles, delays, challenges, insecurities and fears that can be activated in this house, of course, can lower our mood. So it's very important to be aware of that sometimes your mood can go down because you feel like you can't get there as fast as you want, or you might feel those insecurities of Aries that I spoke about, right? But focus on the good side in this, right? Saturn will give you this vibe of productivity, hard work, improvement, growth, commitment, building strong foundation for your long-term goals. It will give you a chance to create permanent results, something that will be tangible, visible, material, that you can touch and see, right? So your dreams, instead of just being in your fantasy world, can become real. It will give you ambition and patience. Also, it will help you to create more order, structure in this Aries house, right? So it all can become more regulated, more controlled by you. There will be some restrictions, rules, and limitations, of course, but they are also helping you to focus on what's truly important, right? Saturn is very selective, it's shrinking things. So things that are not needed in this Aries house will be also regulated by Saturn. And the Saturn energy can also be somebody else in your life that you will feel like it has this energy of Saturn towards you. Somebody who might be judging you, criticizing you, or just steering you. You know, it doesn't have to be very negative. It can be like a constructive critic, somebody who just sees your potential and can help you with his feedback or her feedback to achieve better results. There might be some mentors, some teachers, some professors, somebody who has wisdom, who is older than you very often, or just more mature. Somebody who already went through this path that you want to take, might be your friend that is very wise and can share with you the wisdom. So you can also expect that there might be in the area of your life where is Aries house, somebody that will be helping you. There might be some help. Somebody, if you will notice, somebody who has this vibe of, wise teacher, you can apply this to this transit, that most likely this is the person, right? But yeah, watch out of the self-doubt. Don't let Saturn test and challenge disturb you. Just accept that it might be harder than you thought to get where you wanted, but at the same time, if you stay on the path, you will see something stable, sustainable, some foundation for the future. And as I told you, it can be very, very long-term result of this. And what I like about this Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries, in the beginning of Aries, is that in those next few years, we have also support from sextile aspect from Pluto and Uranus. Uranus will be in Gemini from summer 2025. Pluto is already there in Aquarius. So Uranus and Pluto, those two energies, it's the energy of transformation and change. It's supporting the Saturn and Neptune. Right? There is opportunity here to start something new, to change something very quickly with Uranus, to liberate yourself from the old way of who you used to be. Aries is I am, so this old I am is dissolving with Neptune. We are building new I am with Saturn, which will be a new long-term you. And your needs, your wants, your desires, your passions also are here in Aries, and the way how you fight for them. So Uranus will help you to break the old chain, leave the comfort zone, and start something new as a new self. It might be even liberation from, trauma, complexes, insecurities, low self-esteem, some fears. And then Pluto in Aquarius is also focused on your freedom, on you being aligned with who you truly are. Aquarius is about this authentic, unique self, your gifts to the world that only you have. It's also the energy of wanting to contribute to society with your gifts. But first of all, it's about being free. Both Uranus and Aquarius, those Pluto and Uranus sextiles, they talk about liberation and freedom. Liberation from social rules, liberation from the old self. The old world is gone, and the old self also has to be gone. And we are now creating some new version of ourselves, new way of getting towards what we truly want. Look how much was happening in Aries in general this spring. Venus retrograde in Aries, Mercury retrograde in Aries, solar eclipse in Aries, the new start. We had 2 years of eclipses now in Aries Libra, so the North Node, the steering, guiding light was in Aries, trying to take us more towards this Aries energy of being pioneering, of being a warrior, fighter, of having courage, bravery, taking risks, initiating something new, not being afraid of this new path, not getting stuck in the old, right? Going towards the new future, new goals, new desires, also relationships, reviewing people in our life, because as we are changing, also our relationships might not be aligned with who we truly are anymore. So we might be searching for some separations here with this Venus retrograde from March 1st till April 12th, which will be concluded with the full moon in Libra, which might bring some separations and breakups or makeups if you decide that certain people in your life are actually aligned with you and you want them to stay. So it's all about that. It's about this redefinition. Also, Mercury in Aries, recreating your mindset, especially this warrior mindset. Mindset is everything, right? We create the world with our thoughts. So if you think like you can do it, you are right. And if you think you cannot, you are also right. And you will not even try with this mindset. So this Mercury and Venus both were here to prepare us also for this transit, to help us reinvent how we think about ourselves, about this warrior mentality, right? Also what we value, what we truly want, what is attractive to us, our relationships with other people, right? There was a lot going on around eclipses, and solar eclipse in Aries on March 29 for next following 6 months. It's activating this karmic energy of starting something new, brand new cycle for you, some initiation. And then Neptune and Aries together, Neptune and Saturn, sorry, together in the same sign in Aries right after the eclipse. It's here to, merge your dreams of Neptune with a tangible energy of Saturn. So hard work for your dreams, right? Saturn, Neptune united. In April, we have only Neptune being in Aries. So the whole Neptune, the whole April, it's the moment when we can observe how this Neptune is operating in our house of Aries, what is happening, what is changing, how I feel. We might feel quite confused about our identity, I'm not going to lie, with this Aries, Neptune in Aries. And also till May 24th, Neptune is there alone, without Saturn, without this grounding support. So we are truly waiting for May 24th for Saturn to also enter Aries. And then this Neptune will start to have some sort of order, some more structure. We will start to see what is truly real, what is truly possible. Because Neptune alone can be only about fantasy world. It's very deeply spiritual, it's very emotional, it's very sensitive. So this abstract metaphysical realm can grow a lot with Neptune, but we also need some tangible foundation to come here. So then we can have a perfect combo to work on our dreams, to make our visions reality. And again, Saturn takes time. Don't expect you will get there in this year, next year. This is just the starting point. You don't want to rush. You want to take things slowly. You want to improve yourself step by step. So no matter what this house is all about for you, stay patient, stay resistant, stay disciplined, don't quit, and everything will give you some results in spring 2028. So now let's look how this energy will be placed for each of the rising sign. For this reading, I will be using the whole sign system, and I will give the reading for every rising sign, for your ascendant, not for sun or moon. This is for ascendant sign. So if you use Placidus for your readings, you can just check in your chart where's the beginning of Aries in your chart, and then you can watch this prediction for the house in which you see that you have the beginning of Aries. So I wrote both rising signs and a house number on the timestamps, which is in the description down below. So choose the way how you want to approach that. I do use Placidus for myself. I also use Placidus for my clients' sessions. So this is just to be able to give any general reading for you all guys, but it's up to you how you want to interpret that. And of course, if some of you would like me to look at your chart in depth and explore whatever you need to know about yourself right now, I also offer sessions. I work as professional astrologer. I offer 1, 2, or 3 hours session, and you just book time with me, and then we dive into different charts depending on what you need. So you don't need to have any specific decision about the type of reading. Of course, if you would like to see synastry chart, it has to be minimum 2 hours. I will not be able to do it in less than 2 hours, but the best is 3 hours. And the more time you book, the more time I have to give you the proper reading. We can see your natal chart, your transits, your progressed chart, so how you evolved along the years, who you are today, because this is also changing. We can see your profections, we can see your solar return if you have birthday and you would like to know how this time from one birthday to another will be looking like for you, because that's another predicting method. So we can see either some sort of forecast for you. We can dive deep into your soul journey of this lifetime. We can check your energy of the natal birth chart just to explore who you truly are. If you have problems with this self-definition, especially now with Neptune in Aries, and Neptune is dissolving this I am energy of Aries, so we might have problems with defining who we truly are now. Part of us might be disappearing, and we might feel very confused and lost. So of course, if you have cardinal placements, you are very affected. So also, guys, I invite you for a session to understand how the Saturn will be affecting you, Saturn and Neptune both, especially those next 2 years. So I can give you exact dates of when you might be having different transits going on, where it might be the most challenging time, and also where you might have some great opportunities to grow, to focus on something, to start something. So in astrology, we can see everything. Also, if you are thinking about relocation, changing place where you live, we can also see how you would feel in different parts of the world. We can check astrocartography and relocation. So as you see, there's a lot to do. I also do charts for parents and for their children. So we can also see how you can support your child better in the growth. We can see the psychological side of your child. We can see the synastry between you and your child. And of course, relationships. If you want to know your partner on a deeper level, the way how he or she communicates, the love language, sexuality type of energy, how those energies are merging with your energy, whereas the challenge, how we can work on the relationship. There's a lot to talk about. So welcome, guys. Everything is in the description down below. And also, if you like what I do, you can invite me for a cup of tea. There is a link also for donations if you would like to support me a little bit. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is helping my channel grow, and it's a beautiful way to say thank you. So that's all I have for you in the general reading, and now let's focus on every single rising sign. Aries rising, so the star of the show. You are having every single transit since March on you. So Venus retrograding, Mercury, and now Saturn, a solar eclipse, Neptune. So please watch my Neptune in Aries video. The link is in the description box, because this is where you're gonna have the introduction to what Neptune might be doing for you in your first house. And also Saturn is entering your first house on May 24th, 2025. And that will be the first glimpse of this energy. You will start to feel it fully in 2026 in February. So this is all about you. Saturn is all about you. It's testing you, who you are, how you commit to your goals, how you take action, how you set boundaries, definition of yourself, your image, your look, your body, your face, your head, like the way how you present yourself to the world. There is a need to mature here, so you might be going through some strong adulting phase of your life till April 2028. Challenge might be connected to health at a certain point, so please take care of your health, of your body, the physical body. Some of you might be focused a lot on diet, on building muscles, of getting stronger, because it's Aries, right? So it's a soldier energy. But in general, whatever you will be starting, initiating, taking action, in your life, it has to be very serious, focused on long-term results. So please have this disciplined, structured approach to whatever you are doing in the next few years. So Saturn, it's gonna reward you. At the same time, there might be some self-critical energy around who you are, how you are, about how you look like, and from this you can go towards improvement of that, right? For example, going back to the gym if you don't like your body, if you feel too weak. There might be also the need to work on your self-esteem, right? So you present yourself to the world with more, with a stronger way, right? There is a need to organize your life, to bring more order into your life, to commit to long-term goals in a serious way and have a lot of patience. You might become very ambitious. You might feel like for the next few years you will have to work hard. There will be lots of productivity in your life, hard work, and also some sort of regulations and limitations, which can be frustrating because your Aries rising likes to do things fast and quick and right now. I want this now, give me this right now. And Saturn is like, no, you have to wait. No, you have to work for this first. You want this? Show me that you truly want for the next 3 years, and show me that you're not gonna quit, even if I will make this difficult for you, even if it's gonna be a lot of delays, obstacles, and waiting for this goal to happen. So try to have this approach of maturity, and yeah, just go for those challenges. It will be worth it. You will have to see your life with this pragmatical eye. There might be just this reality check of who I am, what I want from this life. Your I am in 3 years might be very different, very upgraded, very matured, right? So try to work with Saturn. I wish you good luck with all the karmic tests. It might be sometimes testing you, but with Saturn, good things takes time. So try to have this approach. Watch out with some depressive, low self-esteem energies. Don't let fears and insecurities remove you from the path on which you are, the path towards your goals. And again, it's a great time for building a stronger body and building a stronger sense of self, and just creating a new definition of yourself. So that's all I have for you, Aries. Good luck with this transit. If you like what I do, please like this video to show me that that you enjoyed that, and also please subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. You can also let me know if you have any observation already about those transits that happened. There was a solar eclipse in your first house, something new starting. There was Venus retrograding and Mercury retrograding, and also we have Neptune in Aries. So how this spring 2025 is treating you? Do you see some transformation going on, some karmic shakeups, some sense of, like there's a need to change something in your life? Let me know in comments, and thank you so much. Taurus rising. So for you guys, again, 12th house, just like we were talking already about transits of Aries for you regarding Venus retrograde and Venus Cazimi and solar eclipse and Neptune in Aries. So now this is another transit that is going on in Aries, just like half of transits this year, I feel. Everything about Aries. So you can also watch my previous videos. You're going to have some energies of 12th house explained there too, especially Neptune in Aries, the new video. So please have a look in the description box, because Neptune will be together with Aries in your 12th house. So from May 24th, Saturn enters this 12th house, where is the unconscious. Some self-sabotage energy, where we have the subconscious energy that is hidden from us. This is the house also of spirituality, of helping others, of resting, of healing, of solitude, hermit mode. But in general, when Saturn enters this area, this might be restricted. You might feel like there's not enough time for rest, for sleep, There might be some problems with sleep, for example, when Saturn enters there. But Saturn here tries to push you to be serious about your healing. If there is some subconscious pattern, something that you repressed, especially in Aries, that's the repressed anger, repressed sexuality, repressed desires, repressed passion, you know, this fire energy of initiating, of taking action, of deciding, of expressing yourself. 12th house is hidden, so this energy might be hidden from you. You could repress that, psychologically speaking. So now Saturn will be facing you with certain things about that. You might see yourself, your patterns. There is a need to do some self-undoing always in the 12th house, and we might be our own self-enemies with this 12th house energy. Some unhealthy pattern needs to go, right? So try to be serious and accountable for this aspect of your life. If there is any need to heal something in your mental health, emotions, energy, or physical health as well, opposition to 6th house, Saturn will be like pushing you to do it. So try to be very serious about any sort of symptoms. If there is something that you are feeling for a while, go to the doctor, check yourself, so you don't end up with the Saturn in 12th house, for example, in a hospital, because sometimes it might happen. Like if we don't take care of our health with this transit, then Saturn might bring bad results. So you need to take care of yourself very well. Self-care, not ignoring symptoms, not ignoring mental health issues, not ignoring sleep problems, not ignoring some, you know, unstable emotional energy, right? So let me think. Yeah, I feel like that's the number one. Very often with Saturn being in the 12th house, we are also ending some old cycles. So you might be also like completing for the next 3 years some old stories that already happened and you didn't truly process the energy, the emotions. It might be also that. And you might be exploring a lot the psychological side. You know, it's like a soul deep diving. You might become very serious about that, very committed. Some people might go through therapy or hypnotherapy during this time. Or some past life regressions, or exploring spiritual world. So you might be very committed to that. You might become very ambitious if you want to learn spirituality. Also, this ambition, hard work, and patience to learn can be also there. So that might be a good side of this. That some of you might become super spiritual and work hard to gain more knowledge, and the results of your hard work will come in April 2028. So it's worth to work on this 12th house things. This is the focus for you, for where you need to pour more discipline, more order, more structure, and more responsible approach. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel, and let me know, how do you feel having Neptune now in your 12th house in Aries, and how was the Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde in your 12th house? So March, April, how these energies were affecting you. There was also solar eclipse in 12th house, so a lot is going on in your 12th house. You might be very, very strongly connected to the 12th house energy for a couple of weeks now. So this transit will just bring another upgrade, another chapter, another story, but the energy is already active, so don't be afraid. There will be just continuation. So let me know. I'm very curious how you guys are experiencing this spring, very karmic, very fated energy. Thank you so much. Gemini rising, for you guys, Saturn is entering your 11th house, same house in which you're gonna have Neptune in Aries for the next 14 years. Same house where you had the solar eclipse in Aries on March 29th. So brand new beginnings, some new first seeds of a new chapter starting. And also Venus and Mercury retrograding in Aries were also affecting this area of your life in March and April. So there's a lot going on this spring in this house for you. So you might be already feeling this activation for a while. This is nothing new happening. Saturn will just bring more discipline, maturity, regulations, and long-term approach to this house now. So 11th house talks about our social circle, social life, groups, friends, some Yeah, people around us, right? And also it's talking about network and future goals, wishes, dreams, aspirations, right? So this house talks about mainly these two things. So you could be, for example, with Saturn entering here, feeling like certain friendships doesn't align with who you are anymore. You might be redefining yourself as a friend. Like you might become maybe more selective about people around you. You might have this long-term approach to friendships. Like you can see, for example, like is this friend really supporting my growth, my future, my aspirations, or we just head in a different direction? You might have seriousness around friendships. This will also help you to set boundaries with certain friendships, certain people that are not really aligned with who you are, right? Different goals, and this is the house of community, of people who are aligned with us, who have same values. So you might be just making this cutting off kind of stuff here with your friends. And also your friendships might be now related very much to some serious business, like Saturn is serious, so you might be having this approach to network and friends, that you want to create some solid structure here. So I see that some of Gemini risings, you might be actually building some community yourself, starting the foundation for the community. It might be online with 11th house, like creating some group on Facebook, creating some I don't know, Telegram or Instagram, whatever, social media, website, something that will gather people aligned with who you are. Maybe you will start some new chapter in this matter, that you will be, as Aries is the leader, you might be the leader of some community, for example, that will be connected to your values, for example, right? It's a house of awakening, so some of you might want to awake the society, wake up people, and you might be working on that. This is also very humanitarian, altruistic house, so some of you might be into this charity work, or just doing something to contribute to the society here in a group, connected to friends. So I do see that there is a time for you to quit some friendships, to separate yourself from certain people who doesn't really align with you anymore, and there will be this hard work, commitment towards people who truly are connected to your ambitions, to your goals, to your aspirations. And some of your friends might be very helpful in you reaching your future goals, because Saturn sometimes appears as another person. So you might have a friend or a few friends who will be like your teachers, mentors, somebody wise, somebody older, that will be helping you, teaching you, finding ways to make this 11th house better, improve it, for example, right? So you might be working with some people here, definitely. And watch out for being too judgmental towards people, because you might also embody this Saturn energy, and you might be very criticizing people around you. And sometimes also this energy brings some loneliness. It might happen for some of you that life circumstances will work in such a way that you might feel quite lonely in terms of people around you. It might be quite depressive, right? There might be some challenge in friendship as well, that maybe it's gonna be harder for you to find people. Like once you redefine who you are with this solar eclipse and energies around Aries, which is all about my new identity, my new I am, you might find out that there are not many people that align with this new version of yourself, and it can make you feel a little bit lonely in a group. You might sometimes feel lonely in a group as well, just like that, right? But the good thing about this is that it can bring some serious, wise, mature people into your life, and those who are already like this, they will stay in your social circle, and and this will pass kind of like a test of time, right? So whatever is not serving you in your social circle is supposed to go. I also feel like For some of you, you might be separating yourself, releasing those types of goals, aspirations, and dreams that you absorb from your friends, especially with this Neptune now being in Aries. Like, your energy is merging with friends very easily, and you might feel like dreams of your friends, aspirations, future goals are same as yours, right? It might be this, you might be like an emotional sponge with Neptune. So Saturn will be helping to see the stuff in a realistic way. Like, you can see, okay, this is not mine, this is not my path, this is not my true desire, this is not who I am, this is not what I want to fight for. So it's also about that. So that's all I have for you, Gemini risings. Thank you for watching. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for next videos to come, and watch Neptune in Aries video, which will help you to understand how Neptune will be also operating in the same house in which you can have Saturn. And please stay disciplined and don't give up on your future and your goals, because you will see results of this transit after April 2028. So it's worth to fight for what you truly want and desire. Thank you so much. Cancer rising, guys, for you this Saturn in Aries transit is happening in your 10th house, which also means that it's squaring you. So you might feel this very strongly. You are one of the signs the most affected by Saturn in Aries. Saturn is testing your professional life, is asking you to become more ambitious. You might feel like you want to achieve something more in your professional life. And now the question is, like, either you want to stay in the job you have already and progress there for some promotion, some upgrade. Aries is the leadership energy, so many of you would like to have some more bossy position, or a new job, maybe new path. Maybe your own business with Aries, which is very individualistic, me, myself, and I am the boss. So it will be showing up for you guys in the next 3 years. The results of your hard work will be seen in April 2028. So please don't give up on your ambitious goals, on your aspirations in the professional life. This is a great time, those next 3 years, to start something new, to upgrade, to improve, to be in a better place professionally in 2028. For some people, this might be connected also to reputation, social status, public life. Sometimes this shows that your social status becomes serious with Saturn. Some of you, for example, might change the status from single to being married, for example, or engagement, or becoming a mother, father. The change of how you are perceived in society can also happen, and with Saturn that's about commitment, long-term, something that is stable. So some of you might also have this transit operating in this way. Saturn can also be somebody in your work who has some authority over you, your boss, for example. So there might be some challenges with boss for some of you guys, or somebody who just has more power. So there might be some struggles here. And also, if you're thinking about changing something in your career or upgrading, be prepared that it will take some time with Saturn. Saturn is testing us through time. So you need to be patient, you need to be disciplined, you need to bring more structure, order into your professional life. You might also experience in the next 3 years some more restrictions and limitations in your working professional life. Maybe there will be some demands from the opposite house, like 4th house, the family. Maybe your private life will be in contrast to your professional life, and there will be the restriction of how much time you can spend on developing the professional life. This can also happen here. But in general, focus on improving this 10th house. This is the best transit to upgrade, to be in 3 years from now somebody who will have better position professionally. Just watch out with this fear, self-doubt, being too self-criticizing towards yourself. With Saturn, we might sometimes be too harsh on ourselves, so try to be more gentle with yourself and your professional situation. Try to focus on what is really possible for you, and how you can how you can just become better. Give yourself this period of time of 3 years to fight for what you truly want in this professional public life, to initiate, to do. It's about you steering this house now, right? You being the captain of your ship. So good luck with this Cancer rising. I hope that you're gonna have good results of this Saturn. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and please watch also my Neptune in Aries video. The link is down below, because both Saturn and Neptune are in your 10th house together, so we can't look at Saturn without looking at Neptune. And I feel like for you, Saturn entering after Neptune will help you to fight with this confusion about professional life that Neptune can bring, and it can also help you to make your dreams come true in this professional career path. So thank you so much, and see you next time. Leo rising, I like this transit for you guys, just like I like all the transits coming from Aries fire sign to Leo, another fire sign. Even though that's Saturn in Aries, it's gonna be connected to your rising through trine. So trine gives a nice energy flow. It's more harmonious, it gives opportunities, it gives like energy flows by itself, united in a nice way. And in the 9th house, where you have Aries, this is also a nice place to have a transit, because in the 9th house we are expanding our mind, we are traveling abroad, we are contacting people from different countries, expanding our horizons, learning the higher knowledge, we are exploring philosophies, meanings of life. We are having energy of the international things activated here. So Saturn entering to this 9th house can help you to deal. If, for example, you want to move abroad, this Saturn will be helping you to keep, stay patient. If there are some formalities like visas, documents, this is also the legal matters house, so some of you who are going through some legal situations, some court cases, Saturn will also give you the structure, order, maturity. There might be a lawyer here symbolized by this Saturn that will be helping you. There might be some mentor in the 9th house, spiritual guru, as we say, some teacher, somebody who will be showing you some wisdom. For those of you who are studying, this will be possibly your teacher, somebody who is offering some course, somebody who is offering you some higher knowledge. You might meet somebody from abroad who will have the Saturnian energy. And yeah, if you will be traveling, possibly you will approach this travel from a very structurized perspective, like planning everything, checking everything, documents, so nothing is missing. Something that it's more mature here, because Aries by itself is very quick, it's very spontaneous. Sometimes it can go somewhere without checking what's up. So this energy will become a little bit more grounded here. The only thing is that sometimes we might feel lonely with Saturn, restricted. There might be some insecurities, some fears. We might face some limitations and delays and restrictions with 9th house. It's about traveling, or those legal matters, or those formalities connected to traveling. But this is trining you, so you will feel like, I can do it. I can wait. I have enough energy. I have enough discipline. You might have just very mature approach to this 9th house. Some of you who would like to teach, who would like to sell courses, you will have a great 3 years to create, for example, your own course, or start doing something in this teaching life, right? Or you becoming a student yourself, you will have a lot of this discipline and responsibility towards things that you want to learn. So good time for learning, good time for having some serious travels that require lots of formalities, for example. And in general, it's about your belief system too, your philosophy of life, this moral compass, the spiritual path. So some of you might also have your beliefs tested with Saturn. There is a need maybe to dissolve your previous belief system with Neptune, and a new one has to be created with Saturn, aligned with who you are now after all those shakeups, changes, transformations you went through. So it might be also something connected to that. So that's all I have for you, Leo. Remember that you're gonna see results in April 2028, so keep doing the good job of the ninth house, explore, expand your mind, never stop learning, and Saturn will give you some nice rewards in 2028. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also let me know in comments how was the solar eclipse for you, what started to feel like there's some new chapter, something new that you'd like to do. Maybe something was activated already for you in this ninth house. You also have Mercury and Venus retrograding, March, April. I don't know when you are watching this, but I'm recording this in the beginning of April, so retrogrades are still here in your ninth house, so you might be rethinking a lot, you might be restructuring this ninth house, your relationships, with your needs, your desires about traveling or about this learning. I'm very curious how you're experiencing that. Maybe you can share with me a little bit what is going on in your life around those eclipses in March, April. And that's all I have for you. Thank you. Virgo rising, you're gonna have Saturn in Aries transiting in your 8th house till April 2028. So this is the house of transformation, intimacy, shared resources. This is a very financial house. So here we have loans, taxes, debt. Here we also have trauma that we need to heal, some taboo topics, some mysterious secretive energy, something dark, the dark side of life, losses as well, death. And sometimes we also have here to deal with the soul merging energy, that very, very intimate bond with another person. Yeah, and the money that comes from other people. So in the 8th house, having Saturn here, that might be quite challenging. Saturn in Aries. So for example, there might be some restrictions, limitations about shared finances. Maybe you and your partner will have to restructurize your finances that you have together. If there is any debt, loan, taxes, this type of topic in your life that is not organized, that you need to do in a better way, Saturn will show you that. There will be the reality check of how your finances are looking like, how much you spend, how much you invest, all these things. There will be some regulation of that, some control. There might be another person helping you with that, with Saturn, somebody who has wisdom, who's have some expertise about finances, or it might be your partner or business partner. If you have business together with other people, there will be also some need for, create some new rules, maybe some restrictions, approach this house with responsibility and bring some order. You might also start to think about finances with this long-term energy of Saturn, like thinking about future results, right? So this is the planet of karma, so you get what you give, right? You have to grow through this transit with Saturn, right? So you will have to do some work here in the 8th house to evolve, to improve. There might be more effort needed here, so you're gonna have some permanent results here, right? Sometimes with 8th house, we might see Saturn bringing to the surface some fears, some old traumas that we didn't heal, some depressive energies, some insecurities. So this might be the challenge for you if you feel like there is a need for shadow work, for healing trauma, especially sexual trauma in 8th house, but in general trauma that we could have in interaction with other people very often in the 8th house, this those intimate connections. And also there might be just some taboo you don't really talk about with anybody. It might be some childhood trauma, something that is repressed. So Saturn will find that in this 8th house and will push you to work on this. Maybe therapy will be needed, hypnotherapy, something that will, like Saturn wants to see you working on that in a disciplined, systematic way. So it's not about, spiritual bypassing. It's about taking charge and doing something about that. So there will be some pragmatic eye over this 8th house. Yeah, sometimes this is the house also of inheritance. So if there is something like this going on in your life, there might be some challenge about that, some waiting, some formalities, something regarding other people's money in general. Whatever it will be, that sometimes that's just, like a social support. There will be a need to be structured and organized and serious about that. Maybe you will have, for example, to deliver some papers, some formalities, some documents. Saturn is very often making us deal with government and authority figures and institutions, the tax office. So you might be also experiencing something regarding that. Saturn will definitely want you to pay debt, also karmic debt, if you have something like that with people around you, because that's a planet of karma. And also sexual, intimate life. Saturn sometimes brings some restrictions or demanding energy here. So observe what is going on if you have a partner, what is going on between you two, because this might be also the need to recreate, bring some new rules into this matter. There might be some controlling energy here as well, but yeah. Okay guys, so that's all I have for you. Good luck with this one. If you feel like Saturn will be testing your mental health, please don't ignore that. It's not gonna disappear by itself. You have to do the work with Saturn. So please ask for help. Sometimes 8th house might be really like death and rebirth energy. You need to transform, just like Pluto, Scorpio vibrations. So Saturn might start this chapter for you, that you will have to go through some shadow work period. Some of you, not everybody. For others, this might be more financial. So please take care of yourself. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And also please look at the Neptune in Aries video that I did, because you're gonna have both Saturn and Neptune in the same house. And this Neptune in Aries video will show some warnings about what might be happening with this Neptune in a good way and bad way. So it's worth to know the enemy, and it's also worth how you can use the potential of the planet. So thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Libra rising, you're gonna have Saturn entering the sign of Aries into your 7th house of partnerships, and the same house where you also gonna have Neptune in Aries for the next 14 years, same house where there was the Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and solar eclipse in Aries. So this house is very active for you for a while now, and this is all about partnerships, relationships, contracts with people, like some committed relationship here. Might be also with your client, with boss, with people you're working with, like therapists, somebody that you're having some commitment, right? Some contract. So other people in general. So this Saturn energy might be coming from another person towards you. There might be somebody who will be embodying Saturnian energy. And this very often brings some serious commitment. Some of you might be like getting, engagement, marriage, upgrade in partnership, or, starting a family, having even children. Like if you already are married, there will be some upgrades, serious upgrade in partnerships with Saturn, Or if the relationship doesn't have stable foundation, then Saturn likes to test that, and it might bring separation. So whatever is strong, whatever is real, whatever has long-term possibilities, Saturn will just make it stronger. It's gonna test you, but you will grow through challenges with Saturn, but in your partnerships. But if the relationship, according to Saturnian eye, which is very realistic, pragmatical, and has this long-term approach, if Saturn will see that this relationship goes nowhere, it's superficial, it's not really built on strong foundation, then it might end up in ending. So be aware of that it might go both ways depending how is the situation. But yeah, if you are, for example, single, you will have a period of time from May 24th, 2025 till April 2028 to build some committed relationship with another person. There might be a potential to find a partner who will be having those both sides, Neptune and Saturn, united, because they're gonna be in conjunction in 25-26. So like a grounded spirituality, mature seriousness with Saturn, but also this Neptunian beauty of unconditional love and compassion and sensitivity. So it's a beautiful combination, I think, and you might have a good time, good period of time after all those eclipses in your 7th house, shaking things up in partnerships, and Venus retrograde, the ruler of your chart, which was helping you to find out true values in what you truly want and need and what is attractive to you in other people, in relationships. Now you might be, after those eclipses, changed very much, a new version of yourself, and you might be now searching for somebody who will be aligned with this new version of yourself. So yeah, that's the potential of that. Sometimes, from the other hand, it might also bring some loneliness, some depressive energies, fear of being alone. There might be some cold energy, judgmental, criticizing. So either other people or you too towards yourself. There might be this harsh energy of Saturn as well. So now it depends how this will be manifesting. There might be also some challenge in relationship. Saturn is bringing delays, waiting, obstacles, separating people very often. For example, through like the long distance can happen, or another person having to travel somewhere often, and like there might be this energy separating people with Saturn. So you might feel more lonely, more like left alone, and lots of things on your head to do, right? But also you will be called to commit. You will be called to work on the relationship. If the relationship has some issues, the Saturn will be helping you to approach them with maturity, with accountability and integrity. So you might also have like this very adult kind of approach to building partnerships with other people, also partners like business partners or clients. You might also set stronger boundaries with people. That's the good side of Saturn, that Neptune is there and has no boundaries, and then Saturn enters and it has boundaries indeed. So you might be also just very selective about who you let into your world. You might say no often. You might limit your time to people, and just choosing what truly is yours, what you truly want, what you want to fight for, and what you want to initiate with other people. And with Saturn, there is no possibility to create superficial stuff. Here we are building something for the future, for long term. So your Aries spontaneous energy here might go through some reality check, right? So your efforts regarding partnerships will be worth it, right? Yeah, so watch out just for this kind of people that might be Saturnian towards you in a bad way, like too judgmental, too criticizing, too cold, just constantly pointing to your mistakes and creating this insecure energy in you, or some depressive feeling. So watch out for this type of people that may come into your life. This is something for you. This might be your test, for example. right? To how much you love yourself. And time will show how this will show up. Focus on the good side of this. I see for sure many Libra risings in the next 3 years building some, you know, some really strong, beautiful partnership, and let's focus on that. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And you can also watch Neptune in Aries, which is in the description box down below. This will be happening in the same house, and you really want to be warned about what type of people might be entering your life with this Neptune shadow, and also the beauty of the Neptunian energy. So this is a very long-term transit, 14 years, so it's worth to know what we might be expecting. So thank you. Scorpio rising, you are having Saturn in Aries entering your 6th house of health, work, productivity, daily routines, habits, pets, your daily schedule. Basically, co-workers are here as well. So Saturn will be challenging that for the next 3 years, starting on May 24th, and it's gonna be there till April 12th, 2028. So the results of your hard work in the 6th house will be seen in 2028. Health, priority number 1 for you for the next 3 years. Everything that you consider in your life that it's unhealthy, toxic, bad habits, addictions, procrastination regarding work, you skipping some important steps in your routine, not taking care of yourself, too much stress. Maybe your daily routine is too fast, like you're doing things like quick and fast and not really, for example, your exercises, or, you know, if you train or eat, maybe you eat very quickly with this Aries here, and maybe your work is very fast, very stressful, and you might start to seeing some symptoms in your health, physical health and mental health, with Saturn entering your 6th house. So whatever you skipped in the past regarding your health now will be seen, and Saturn will be like, okay, what is this? Please repair this, improve this, change this, regulate this, limit yourself, restrict yourself, more discipline here, please, more order, more structure in the schedule, you know, sleeping patterns, what you eat, how much you drink, drinking water, right? Hydrating yourself, your daily routines regarding your, you know, beauty, like some face treatments, everything, right? If you've been ignoring some symptoms, they might increase with Saturn, and this is a good time for healing, especially those first 3 years when Saturn is both together with Neptune, right? After that, Neptune will stay alone in your 6th house. So please use the Saturn being in the 6th house. I feel like Saturn actually likes to be in the 6th house because Saturn is very organized, and 6th house is about, yeah, having this organized schedule. If we take care about our health, we also have to be very organized, systematic, repeat the same stuff every single day to have results. And Saturn will be about that for you in this area. Also, if you have some ambitious goals about work, if you're starting some new business, new chapter in your job area, this Saturn will be requiring lots of hard work, productivity, patience, high ambition. So focus on this long-term result, on commitment to your work. Create some rules for yourself. You might restrict yourself to a certain point, but try to focus on what truly matters, what you want to fight for, right, with Aries, and what you want to initiate here. Sometimes the routine with Saturn can become very lonely, a bit depressive, cold, and yeah, just sad because we keep repeating the same stuff over and over again. It can be boring, but at the same time, try to think about the result you're going to see in April 2028. Anytime you get into this mood, and try to keep going, try to be disciplined, and try to follow those regulations and rules that you create for yourself. Remember, things take time. Face any single health issue that you discover. Go to your doctors, go to therapy if you need, like your mental health is not well, if you have pain anywhere in your body, if you have some weird symptoms, something going on, just go and check on that, test your blood, This is really about showing to Saturn that you take good care of yourself. You can start already now. Don't wait for Saturn to enter 6th house. You can start in advance to change your diet, remove toxin from your environment. And this can also be connected to your relationship with co-workers. There might be some challenge there, maybe somebody will be a little bit more bossy towards you, and that will be irritating your Aries energy there, because you don't like to be led by others in the 6th house Aries. But in general, your lifestyle is changing. You are dissolving the old lifestyle with Neptune, and you are creating new structure for new lifestyle with Saturn. So be serious about that. And focus on those permanent results, right? So that's all I have for you, Scorpios. I hope you like it, and if you do, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. And please also watch Neptune in Aries video. The link is in the description box down below, because you're gonna have both planets in the 6th house, so you can't see only Saturn alone. Saturn will be, like, the whole transit will be together with Neptune, especially first 2 years. They're gonna be dancing very close to each other, so this energy of Saturn will be blending with Neptune, so you can think about these two coming together. Thank you so much. Sagittarius rising. This transit is in trine to you, so that's nice. That's nice. We like trines from Saturn transits, because they help us stay disciplined, patient, hardworking, having mature approach to things, being responsible without so much pain. It doesn't feel so brutal with trine. It feels like it's just natural for you to be more serious now and work on your long-term goals. It's gonna be happening in your 5th house, so that's also a very beautiful house to be activated by transit, because in the 5th house we have our hobbies and passions, and Saturn entering there very often makes us serious about that. If there's something you always love to do, you might become more disciplined about developing your skills. Very often our talents and passions turn into work, as 5th house is also the entrepreneurial house. So some of you might start new business, your own business that will be based on what you love to do. You might also create some beautiful art, some beautiful things like books, songs, poetry, artwork, paintings, whatever. 5th house is all that you give birth to out of your love, out of your creativity. So you might be, for the next 3 years till April 2028, being very serious about what you truly love. It's gonna become more tangible, more formal. When I had Saturn in my 5th house, I created my astrology business, because this is what I truly love to do, and I decided to just be self-employed and work on my own, doing what I'm passionate about. I have 5th house Aquarius, which is astrology, so, and also online things. So my business is online astrology business. So for some of you, this will be connected to that. And Aries is the leader. Aries is a fire sign, passionate. Also connected to sport. Very often this might be connected to some adventure. So you will see how it goes for you. You know best what you truly love. You can tap into your inner child and first years of your life, because they usually show this Aries energy, what we truly loved to do as children. And now you might be thinking like, okay, I want to make money out of this. I want to do it as my job, right? Other thing, in the 5th house, there is love, dating. So some of you might meet some very serious partner, or just become very serious about dating and love situation. Like you will possibly have this mature approach to finding a partner, to dating. That you might limit yourself a little bit here, like you might be very selective, restrictive here, judgmental, sometimes criticizing towards potential partners, so watch out for this. And you might be very patient, like you know what you want, and you might be and not jumping now into some adventures, but rather trying to find with patience this proper partner that will stay with you in a commitment, right? Long-term energy, Saturn, right? So your approach to love is changing. Sometimes it gives loneliness, depends on your story, but fifth house is love, and if you are in this state of your life where you have nobody, it can increase this loneliness, feeling depressed and fearful about not finding anybody. There might be this coldness here, unfortunately. Sometimes Saturn restricts joy and pleasure in the fifth house. Because, for example, maybe you will decide to work on your business and your hobbies, and you will have to work hard on this every day. Structure, discipline with Saturn rules. So you might have less time for fun. You might feel like there is a need to just focus on certain things more. But again, that's trine. So it will be more flowing, more easy, more natural. You will find what to truly focus on, what is important for you. So either it will be building some strong relationship or dating in a serious way, or creating something out of your passions. Fifth house is also the house of children. So sometimes it gives some challenges with children, like you might have some children in your family or your own children, and you might just have more serious approach to raising them, spending time with them. You can see the true reality of parenthood as well with Saturn being in the fifth house, and you might be very responsible toward children. Some of you might be working with children as well, and you will have the role of Saturn in the fifth house towards some group of children, for example, like teaching them, showing them the world and stuff, right? So yeah, stay patient in this fifth house until 2028. This energy of fun and love can be a little bit restricted, I'm not gonna lie. There might be need to regulate a little bit this house, so it's not gonna be just fun and games, but it will have to be a little bit more ambitious here. Focus on evolving, on improving, on productivity here. Things take time, so remember that this transit will also end, so it will not last forever, and this is some sort of karmic test for you, and definitely opportunity to build something tangible based on what you truly love. So that's the potential here. Focus on that. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. And you can also watch my Neptune in Aries video, which will talk about Neptune being in fifth house for you, the same house in which you are having Saturn. So these two planets will be collaborating together, and it's worth to know both of them, especially some warnings about Neptune in the fifth house of love. I do have some important warnings for you guys. So please watch, and you can also let me know in comments, how did you experience so far all these transits in your fifth house. You had the solar eclipse in the fifth house, you have Mercury and Venus retrograding in the fifth house. You also had the North Node being in the fifth house in the last 2 years. So I wonder if there was some fated karmic story regarding love or children or your passions, or this entrepreneurial energy. So you can share with me your experiences in the comments down below. Thank you. Capricorn rising. For you, this is a bit of a challenge. Saturn being in Aries is squaring your rising sign, so you can feel some pressure like straight on you. And the pressure might be coming from family matters, fourth house. So family, parents, your roots, generational trauma can call for some, healing. Housing situation, real estate, where do you live, and also your private life, emotions, your deep emotional side, vulnerability, childhood, past, childhood trauma can be here as well. So this energy here is activating for you a new path of becoming serious about all the fourth house matters. So now it depends where you are at life and what you are doing, but for example, some of you, in a good way, you can commit to your family, you can start a family, you can create foundation for your home, for your family situation. So it might be that. Also, your family might need more structure, more rules, more mature approach, more order, more boundaries. It's possible with family members if there's some situation that requires that. Some of you might be separating a little bit from your family because of some, for example, issues, conflicts in Aries, aggression, violence. Depends, right? Also, there might be some restrictions and limitations coming from your family energy. So maybe there is somebody that will need your help and you will have to become more systematic, disciplined, organized, maybe to help somebody. Or maybe you are building a house, so there might be also some delay, waiting, patience regarding you building your place, or you might be thinking where to go. Neptune is also in your fourth house, so there might be some confusion regarding where do I belong, where I should live, where I should settle down, where I would like to have my home. So this energy might be calling some of you to move out, move in, change the place where you live. So I also see some Capricorn risings in the next 3 years, searching for a new place to stay. And this Saturn will give you this reality, pragmatical kind of eye. So you might have this judgmental, criticizing energy towards where do you live. Like you might be having some high standards, and you might be searching for some place, or high standards towards your family as well, right? Also, sometimes this gives some lonely, depressive, fearful energy. Some of you might feel alone within a family or at home, or if you live alone especially. So for some of you it might be that. Sometimes those the systematic, disciplined energy of Saturn entering the house means that you might, for example, work from home, and you might just organize. You might have to organize your home to, for example, to combine this with your work from home, right? You might also embrace this Saturn energy yourself and become more like Saturn in your family situation, like more bossy, more like judgmental, criticizing. So watch out for this. Don't be too harsh on the family member and on yourself. Very often the Saturn in the fourth house activates some unhealed trauma from the past, especially regarding parents, childhood. So some of you might be called to go on therapy, to do the inner child healing, to heal the relationship with your parents, being very structured, disciplined about that, go on your meetings every week and stuff, right? So it might be also this. Yeah, there might be some challenge regarding that. There might be some karmic test, but keep going. Don't quit the path. Results of whatever you will give, because this is the plant of karma. You get what you give. So you're gonna get what you give in April 2028. So for the next 3 years, have the serious approach to those fourth house matters, and then they're gonna look better. Although I do see that maybe it was parent, grandparent, somebody older might like have this pressure on you regarding something, some responsibility that you have to show to somebody in the family. This can happen, for example. There are many possibilities here. So that's all I have for you guys. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I also did Neptune in Aries in your fourth house, so you can see what this means for you in my video. The link is in the description box down below. Thank you. Aquarius rising. For you, Saturn is entering your third house. Same house in which you had the solar eclipse in Aries, retrogrades of Mercury and Venus in Aries, and last 2 years the North Node in Aries also activating this third house for you. So this is nothing new for you. Now there's some karmic upgrade coming with Saturn, need for more discipline, structure, and maturity. So third house is your communication, siblings, neighbors, studying, learning. It's connected to short trips and car driving, to courses, to what you study. In general, first of all, how you use your mind and words. The third house is mostly about that. So there might be some challenging energy coming with the Saturn here towards you. Some restrictions, rules, regulations coming, maybe because of you learning something. Maybe there will be some new course, something that you're gonna be learning, and you will have to discipline yourself, have more structure, more order. There might be some challenge of Saturn manifesting through relationship with siblings or neighbors or your local community in general. There will be also a possibility that you will commit to something here in terms of learning, or maybe some of you would like to start some business or social media, you know, a podcast, website, page on Facebook, on Instagram. Something in the internet, something social, something where there's a lot of communication, writing, talking, chatting, you know, this Gemini quick interactions, exchange of information. So for some of you, if you are doing something regarding that or thinking about that, then Saturn will be for next 3 years testing how much you want this, how much you want to fight for it. You will have to use your words properly, think twice before you speak, right? This Aries is very impulsive and fast and sometimes blunt, and Saturn will make your way of speaking more mature, more wise, more elegant, you know, less words, more meaning and wisdom. Also, it can happen that you might start to have problems with depressive thoughts, because Saturn might make your mind very heavy, very serious, focused on what's not working. It can be criticizing approach, judgmental. There might be some fears. So watch out for this feelings of being lonely, depressed. It might be coming from your mental energy, so it's very important for you to be very disciplined about your mindset and work on your thoughts, work on what you also consume in regards to communication, words, movies, books. Try to surround yourself by positive message. Don't feed yourself with fear and things that might depress you, right, with the Saturn here. You might also be very ambitious. So if you are learning something, studying something, you will be committed to this. You might be even overworking yourself to learn something. It's a great transit for growth and evolution. When I had this transit, I have Saturn in my third house anyways, but I think I was studying like 5 languages at the same time. And I was also studying like 10 hours per day Norwegian language, because I had this ambitious goal that I wanted to work in Norway using Norwegian language. So it's the vibe like this. You have some goal and you commit to this, and you are like a machine, working machine, very productive towards the mental energy. You might be, if you want to write some book, write some ebook, create webinars, courses. This energy is perfect. Like, you will have just so much discipline towards that. You will be able to restrict yourself. So it can be that. But there might be some problem with, from the other hand, like some fearful, insecure energy regarding expressing yourself. So watch out for that. But overall, you know, this is a fire sign, you are an air sign, so you are connected by sextile, so it should rather be used as opportunity, this Saturn for you, than challenges. So I hope you're gonna work on the good side of this energy. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope that you're gonna have only good stuff coming from Saturn in Aries, results of this transit in April 2028. And please also watch Neptune in Aries. The link to my video is down below, because you will have both Saturn and Neptune in this third house of communications. So you want to know how this Neptune can also operate. So now you can have like a full picture of 2 planets being there transiting. And if you like what I do, please leave me a like to support my videos, and subscribe to my channel for the next videos coming in the future. Thank you. Pisces rising, for you Saturn in Aries is entering your 2nd house. No matter where Saturn is entering for you, this is a big relief, because you are having the Saturn in your 1st house, right on you, on your ascendant, on your 1st house. for the last 3 years since March 2023. So this will give you some relief. Saturn will like go down from your head. Like you could feel like for the last 3 years you just had all the time some criticizing, judgmental, restrictive, hard-working energy over you, and you couldn't escape it. It could be very maturing at the same time. You could become much more disciplined, responsible, more boundaries, less illusions. So now the Saturn is entering a new sign, and it's gonna be in your second house of finances, self-worth, values, material possessions, those tangible things, sensual things. Your body is here too, in the second house. So it's a shift. It's gonna be there till April 2028. So this is where you're gonna see the results of your hard work in the second house for the next 3 years. Finances, priority number 1. Reorganize everything there. Saturn will try to make you more responsible, more disciplined. It might restrict, limit your spendings, or even limit the amount of money you have for some of you. And so you will have to create new rules of how you spend, what do you buy. You might be more restrictive towards that. This energy might also want you to commit to some long-term goals in your financial sector. So it might be a good energy to just, become serious. Think long-term about investments, about spendings, about what do you have. If you have some goals in the material realm, like owning something like a car or house or land, whatever, or some small things. This Saturn will require you to become serious about your money. How do you handle money? How much comes? How much goes? You might be searching for a new job with this Saturn because it will make you ambitious and you might want to earn more. So some of you will be also going through some initiation of new business, new way of earning money, new source of income. So yeah, this energy wants permanent results, so just approach that like with peak maturity and wisdom and integrity, right? If you will be working hard, Saturn will reward you in April 2028 with growth, evolution, improvement. You will see that your finances look much more better now after those 2 years. There might be a need to work harder during those years. Also, you might have a little bit of insecurities and fears regarding your financial situation with Saturn because of this reality check that will come. Saturn will show you anything that it's not working well. It might be very judgmental and criticizing, so try to be gentle with yourself during this time. Try to just approach this as every problem has a solution. Try to focus on solutions. This is a test of time as well, so you might be waiting for some things. For example, if you want to buy something, you might wait till you save enough to have enough money to buy it. It might be this, for example. Very often this Saturn in second house is connected to saving. There might be some delays, obstacles, challenges, but they are all here to help you grow. And also, second house is related to your self-worth. So if you have some self-esteem issues, this Saturn will also push you to work on that, to heal that, to rebuild your definition of self. And in the second house, we very often also have the body and how we feed our body, how we treat our body. So there might be some insecurities surfacing regarding that, something regarding diet and food. So you might be also going through a time of changing your diet, restricting yourself a little bit in your habits, in your self-care, just to make yourself feel and look better with yourself, to increase the self-worth, to increase this sense of self-esteem. It might be regarding that. Yes, so all that gives you support, stability, those assets, resources, this material comfort here will be now under some sort of karmic test, and you need to show to Saturn that you are patient, ambitious, that you want to work hard, that you want to commit to your goals. So don't skip the lesson, don't escape from discipline here, and then 2028 will give you much better results. So that's all I have for you, Pisces. If you like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And you can also watch Neptune in Aries video. The link is in the description down below. And this will give you information about how this second house will be truly activated by transits, because it's not only Saturn, it's also Neptune. They both together dance in your second house of finances. So you can see what this means for your sign, and combine these two readings together. This will give it the proper information. If you like what I do, leave me a like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time, guys.